Miss Ashley Oluwakemi Emmanuel. Now, can we appreciate her much more? Thank you. Should you have questions or conversations you would like to have with her, I'm sure she will still be around for a bit, so we can approach her and then take the conversation further. We need to move right now, and at this point we'll be having a panel session where we'll be having a conversation around disability issues. And this conversation that I know is for them because it is also important that we bring up issues concerning those with special abilities in the course of grassroots conversations. And so today, please join me as I welcome to the podium Mr. Tolani Ojuri. A round of applause for him as he comes. He was part of our conversation yesterday whilst we were talking about grassroots development and the issues that come with it. Also, I'd like to welcome Barrister Lukman Bolariwa on the stage as well. We also have Elizabeth Bolariwa as part of the panel. We have Miss Asonta Khalil as part of the panel. And trust me, to anchor this is not me. So please join me as I welcome Miss Christiana Abo to anchor this. A round of applause for them as they come off stage, please. Like I said, the vein of this conversation is about disability matters and the issues that come with it. Please enjoy this session. Over to you, Uncle.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christiana, so I'll be anchoring this panel session for persons with disability. So, my first question is, what are the issues surrounding persons with disability in our society? Mr. Tolani. Okay. Barrister.
Good afternoon, everybody. And we are sitting, Abby. Well, let me sit on the existing protocol. But doing that, let's acknowledge the presence of our royal father here, Kabisi, sir. So, jump to the question asked: issues affecting persons with disability in the society is discrimination and social stigmatization. That is the issues affect. Anything you can think of negatively that means discrimination to you are the issues affecting persons with disability. Persons with disability are not accepted, they are not recognized, and they are not given an opportunity to participate actively in the society. So when it comes to job, they are discriminated against. When it comes to access to education, they don't have access to the same level. I don't want to say quality now. Let me say the same level of education as their able counterparts. When it comes to health too, they don't have access to health. And when it comes to social inclusion, cultural participation, and even enjoyment, they don't have equal access as you all are seated have in the society.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tolani, can you say something also?
Yes, just to build on two major issues, two thematic areas that he mentioned, health and education. Access to health, even those two areas, provisions were made for them in the Lagos Special People's Law. For persons with disability, let's make it clear here, the blind, the deaf, persons with albinism, persons with intellectual disability. Just imagine those set of people going to the hospital, going to government hospitals. Some hospitals don't have sign language interpreters, some hospitals don't have ramps. Ramp is the most common thing we all relate to. We have ramps, we don't. It goes beyond that. it goes, now imagine you taking a child with intellectual disability to the hospital. You have the medical personnel can't even relate with the children. We're not even talking about general hospitals now, we're talking about the primary healthcare centers. And in the terms of education, most persons with disability don't even have access to education like that. Let me use myself as an example. I have very low vision, and I went to a public primary school. For a very long time, they just felt, oh, this boy doesn't just want to read, he's not interested in reading. And my problem was low vision. So, and now imagine having a blind student in that same class, a deaf student in my set. So those two areas are really major areas affecting persons with disability. Yeah, we have a lot more, but those two major areas, health and education, are things that we have to deal with.
So thank you very much. And the next one is, how do you think we can tackle all these issues surrounding persons with disability?
Thank you very much once again. One of the ways I think we can tackle these issues that we're having, like Mr. Tonaniland said, we have physical barriers. So one of these issues we're having is physical barriers, and the way to tackle them is to make public infrastructures, hospitals, schools, tertiary, high institutions to be accessible, make them, there should be enough space and physical access, making it an enabling environment for PWDs to be able to have access to, to these facilities, especially for persons with mobility impairment or sensory disability, so that they'll be able to participate fully in the society. Then we have attitudinal barriers. These, there's a stereotype that the PWDs cannot, there's an assumption that PWDs and individuals that PWDs cannot really, participate or are not capable of leadership roles. These biases are not true. If we make government or governance accessible for PWDs, trust me, we can do our own quota and make contributions for persons, for the community as well. We also have policies and structural, issues that we have. These are barriers that if our policies are made in a way that we have the Lagos State Special People's Law, if they are fully implemented, of course, PWDs will have full participation in local government, in our local government, communities. We can also become leaders even in our communities and become very active as well. Thank you.
Yeah, so the comment, how can we tackle it? You can also say something on that.
Yes, we can tackle it in so many ways. One, by making everybody to be aware of what is making us not to participate actively. And with this, if those around us as well, just as we are here now, that we have talked about what is really bothering us, we spread it around to others that are not here. With that, there will be more awareness to what is really affecting us. As we, person with albinism, we have low vision. Seeing very well is our problem. So if we can help one another, as in help us, we that are person with albinism, to if you can assist us in whatever we say, oh, I can't do this, can you help me to do that? And you assist me, I don't think there is any issue there. But if in a situation whereby, oh, I can't see this thing, the next thing is that, oh, I feel rerun now. That's what they will say, instead of assisting them to do it. So all these provoking words really makes us not to mingle with people. So it's really makes us to get annoyed sometimes, but you think that, oh, you will think that, oh, they get annoyed easily, don't go near them, do that, don't do that, don't do, these people, they kind of not sociable like that. But if you try as much as possible to come closer to us and try to know what is affecting us, and you try to support us with our disability, I think the world will be a beautiful place for us every day and every time.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, pertaining to what she just said about albinism, sorry. Sorry, I'm anchoring, but I want to say something about persons with small stature also. You see, there's this stigmatization for us as a person that we're less human because we're just of this height. Treat us with love. God created all of us. God sent His word. He said, let us make man in our own image. No one has seen God. So we are the image of God. Please, treat us, accept us. Thank you. So that brought me to the last question here, which is, how is inclusion of persons with disability in politics, Mr. Tolani?
Inclusion of persons with disability in politics. I'm aware that some political parties, we had a series of meetings with INEC in the past 3 years. I've been in rooms with INEC officials and political parties, their representatives, and some political parties leave, I think, a slot, or some leave a slot for persons with disability, some exempt them from paying for the forms. There are different means in which different political parties try to accommodate persons with disability, and we have quite a number of people, in Lagos that I know. There's a councillor in Solo, and I think one or two other people. For me, that's not enough, and to a very large extent, it's more like we need to do more from our part. I was having a conversation with my brother yesterday that from the disability community itself, we need to increase our capacity. The world is not doing us a favor. No, that's not the way to go around it. We live here. We're not running anywhere. When people talk about Japa, for some of us, it's a no, we die here. So it's all about to increase the capacity. Some agencies tried they were asking people who are interested in politics to come forward so that they can train them. No, everybody is a collective thing. Either you're interested or not. Everybody line up. So you know what exactly is going on. It's not about me being interested, because you live in a particular neighborhood, you have a councillor, that councillor is overseeing some works, that councillor reports to a chairman. So either you like it or not, the decisions he makes, the decisions the chairman makes affect us. So we need to push from our own end. Whatever the law says, whatever the policy says, we meet them halfway. I can't imagine myself going for my party meeting and I go consistently, and when it's time to pick up funds or when it's time to get something done, they'll now tell me, well, maybe we just allow you. No. When you get involved, and once you are involved, And let me put it here that persons with disability are fantastic people. God has a way of compensating us with one thing or the other. So I will keep saying, you're not doing us a favor. Inclusion it goes both ways. We have to really get our people more, not just those who are interested in politics. We all have to be. And the political process does not really favor us. Even where you go, the party secretariat is not accessible. The meetings, where you go for some meetings, some don't even have sign language interpreters. Some, they have some displays that are large enough for people with low vision. So all those things, the more involved we are, and we'll keep pressing this on the political, that persons with disabilities too are human. Just like she said, nobody has seen God. We are the image of God. Thank you.
Sorry, can you make justice to that too?
Well, before I speak to that, well, I will want to add something to the second question, that how can we solve the problem relating to the person with disability. One thing I will want us to do is let's disabuse our mind as to the word disability. If it is possible, let's expunge it from our mind. Because like I tell people, either we like it or not, we always need ourselves. And whether you like it or not, God has not created a perfect person. And if you're a Christian or a Muslim, there has always been that particular model in the Bible. Either we like it or not, we all know the nature of Moses. When God said, come and lead my people out of Egypt, what did he say? He called himself blah blah, which by our own dictionary and by our own law in the world today, if Moses were to be alive, they would call him what? A person with disability. But God said, okay, I will appointed somebody. God did not say, because you cannot speak fluently, I will not make you the leader or assign that role to you. So even by God's example, we've seen that clarity that either we like it or not, is either we are all person with disability or we are all person without disability. The moment you are seeing some people as person with disability, invariably you will see yourself as being in a vantage position, and you will not accord that part because it's the same level of regard as other as you are according yourself. So because what you see first is disability. Like, you know, when we are talking about the barriers, attitudinal barrier, social barrier, environmental barrier. So the only thing that can drive those inclusion is that change of attitude, positive change of attitude. The moment you see that, I went to the restroom there, I saw their urinary system there. Even somebody on wheelchair can make use of it. That's what they call universal design for inclusion. But here, I want to climb, I will just tell Mr. Tolani, is there a ramp here? But if I have to be on the wheelchair now, they will say it's because of my disability, that's why I cannot climb up here. But they won't know that it's because of the failure of this place to design this all in a way that people disability, that's why I cannot climb up. So we should see that disability as the failure of the society to accommodate everybody. Once everybody is being accommodated in one way or the other, there will be no issue of disability, because disability is no longer a medical definition again. It's a social and environmental definition that is causing disability these days. So the issue of politics, well, as far as I'm concerned, when we are still struggling to even be heard in the society, then can we talk about highly competitive, monetized positions? Well, when it comes to elections, where they give up power to come and vote, but whether the voting value assessment is another thing entirely, whether somebody that's on wheelchair that we need to trek, or a person that we need to trek long distance where there are no movement during the elections, will be seen to have been given opportunity to participate in the election. That is left for all of us to judge. Because I'm very sure that even within this particular premises we have, they won't locate more than one polling booth here. But just imagine if someone was to walk from the first gate or down to this place, how convenient would that be? Coupled with the issue of insecurity during the election. But when it comes to political parties too, they will tell you, PWD, don't do what? Don't pay for forms, nomination forms. But they know that they don't want you to waste your money. Yes, because deep inside them, they are only making that mouth now because at the end of the day, they won't allow you. Why don't they say, okay, well, any brother picks any nomination form for a particular post, that person gets automatic nomination. But they still want you to go and compete. And at the end of the day, they know that that's how you know that how would a person, a blind man will not be our leader. A blind man will not be leading a blind man. That when we see them, when they want to include us, and the more you do to any political, they want to recognize, they ask, okay, well, Mr. Bolarewa, you've done well, come and be essay on disability, blah blah, because they know I can only lead my people. They think I can only lead my people, even if I'm even the best luminary in that particular space. Instead, they will create a space for us. But well, so they will say our bread is better than not. We are taking it. And somebody talked about women not quite long ago. I mean, the little space they are giving, the comrade, they are still are you not still managing it? Yeah, they are still managing it. But we believe that in one way or the other, we all get there. Like I tell people, somebody said, take care of rule of law, so that rule of law can do what? Take care of you. If you pray to grow old, you want to be 70, 80, 90, and you are not making provision for disability inclusion, please, you are already sending yourself to a early grave. Because either you like it or not, old age, you cannot say you be active as when you're 30s, 20s, when you are 70, 80 now. Your ears, your eyes, I can bet with you. They say Mr. Bala is the only blind person in this house. But for some of you here, if you remove your glasses, well, maybe I will be better than you. So let all of us change of attitude, change of mind. Don't see disability. That you see yourself as being with disability, or you see everybody as a person without disability, so that we can be what our brothers keeper. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think with this, we make justice to this panel section. So thank you very much for having us. And again, please accept us. We are like you. Thank you.
A better round of applause for, I don't call them persons with disability, I call them with special ability. And this is even directed to the chairman of the association, Mr. Tolani. I think your own voice is my disability. Because the way that voice sounds, the baritone alone, sounds more like the bass that can bring down this entire building. One of the best voices I've heard so far. Thank you so much. Once again, a round of applause for them for